I'm gonna buy myself a bottle of gin. Then I call my buddy on the telephone and say, brother, let's go get stoned. Work so hard all day long. Everything I try to do, oh, you know it always turns out wrong. That's why I'm gonna stop by on my way home and say, let's go get stoned. Everybody come on and go with me. Let's go get stoned. Yeah. Let's go get stoned. Come on and go with me. Let's go get stoned. Whoa, let's go get stoned. Ain't no harm in taking a little taste, but don't lose your cool. Start messing up the man's place. Ain't no harm in take a little nipper, but don't you fall down and bust your leg. No, 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 no. Let's go get stoned. Everybody, come on and go with me now. Let's go get stoned. I can't hear you. Let me hear you say. Let's go get stoned. Let's go get stoned.
What is cracking, guys? What is going on a Wednesday night? We're in the bottom of the third inning. Braves and Nationals tied at 1. It is A-Bomb with you. Welcome in, Walking Legend. And if you were wondering, that was Huey Lewis in the News. My bumper music for tonight. Freddie Freeman is batting, and he lines one into right field. That's going to drop in. And that is a leadoff single for Freddie in the bottom of the third inning. We know that the Hawks and the Knicks are playing right now. We've got that score up on the top right of your screen. We're going to keep a very close eye on that. The Hawks have a 3-1 series lead on the Knicks. So if we can win this one tonight, we advance to the next round and send the Knicks home. Both of those sound really good to me. Both of those things. And so it's Ozzy Albies' turn. Ozzy is in the 3-hole. He's 1 for 1 tonight. And John Lester is the pitcher tonight for Washington. And the pitch to Ozzy is in the dirt. Hope you guys had a great hump day. My day was okay. You know, I've had worse days. Legend says the Celtics were eliminated. I did see that. Sorry to hear that. I forgot who beat them. And Ozzie grounds one over to short. Trey Turner way high, and the runner is safe. That might be an error on Trey Turner. He kind of airmailed that one. Welcome in Bone Crusher, our number one mod. So we're going to check on some scores for you shortly. And wow, the first thing I see is that we've had a couple of games postponed. In fact, up in the Natty, that game between the Phillies and the Reds has been postponed. Also postponed the game in Cleveland between the White Sox and Indians. Both of those will be made up as doubleheaders. And so we've got runners now on first and second, nobody out. We've got something cooking, and it's Austin Riley at the plate. And we see that Strasburg is back on the injured list. If you recall, he was the starter yesterday for Washington, and he got yanked in about the second or third inning, and it was obvious that he had some kind of ailment. Now we know what it is. It is a neck strain. Wow, 11-1 and then a 17-3. That is nuts. And it's 1-2 on Austin Riley. And so as far as National League East action, well, we told you the Phillies Reds game got rained out, right? So that's one. And unfortunately, we see that the Mets beat the Diamondbacks. Final score 7-6. So that's your NL East scoreboard check, brought to you by Waffle House. Great American Ballpark. And that is considered a bandbox. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Austin Riley. That's low. We got a full count. We've got ducks on the pond and nobody out. The Cubbies did win today. They beat the Padres 6-1. Pitch is grounded slowly to short. Only play is to first. And so Austin Riley is out on the ground out, but it was a productive out because it advanced the runners to second and third with just one out. Sac fly would bring him in, would bring in a run. And we've got Dogecoin on the mind today because it has seen a huge rally in the last 24 hours. Let's see how it's doing right now. It is trading at 42 cents. That's great news. Let's get it higher. Here's Dansby, and this one is popped foul. Dansby hit a home run his last time up. Hawks and Knicks keeping it close right now. Hawks have a 33-31 lead. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's the pitch to Dansby. It's in the dirt. It's 1-1. John Lester looks in for the sign. Dansby has an 11-game hitting streak, by the way. That was extended with his home run earlier. Foul ball. It's 1-2. And they're replaying Dansby's home run from the second inning. He hit it the other way. That was a blast to right field. Not the longest shot you'll ever see. The longest home run you'll ever see at 376 feet, but still. It got the job done and is responsible for the one Atlanta run. So Dansby with ducks on. Here's the pitch. This one is hit pretty high and deep to right field, but it goes out of play. As always, we will have a look at your 3-day forecast coming up. And we've got a brand new product to talk about from the grocery store. Stick around for that. The 1-2 pitch. A little swinging bunt. Is it fair or foul? It was fair, and Dansby is thrown out at first, and that does not get the run home. So now we've got runners on second and third, but 2 out. So Adrianza is the batter. It's something from the cracker section of the store. And it's something you should know about. That's coming your way soon. And so let's see if we can get that 2-out hit from Adrianza and take the lead. First pitch is low. Heredia is on deck and would bat next if Adrianza manages to reach. The pitch is low. It's 2-0. Pretty good crowd at the ballpark. Same 2 teams tomorrow, but it's a businessman special. We'll let you know who the probables are. Pitch is fouled away. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's a fly ball, straightaway center, and that's going to be out number 3. And so the Braves threatened, had a great chance to score, including runners on second and third and just 1 out, but were unable to push across the run. So we now head to the next inning, and we'll be right back with you. We've got Hawks and Knicks, and we've got Nationals and Braves. strikeout. Smiley gets the first guy out. Swinging, to be specific, and Starlin Castro down on strikes. So check this out. I just got some of these tonight, and man, they are really good. They are called Nut Thins. They are a cracker, and they are so good. And here's why I like these crackers. It's the original. They're called original, right? That's the flavor, meaning it does not have a flavor. And it's perfect. If you've got some good cheese, like a sharp cheddar, you don't need any flavor from your cracker. But you do want texture and crunch, and you get that and more with Nut Thins. And if you do have to have flavor, if you're the kind of guy that has to have flavor, they've got all the normal other flavors like Cool Ranch and cheddar. But my recommendation is the original with no specific flavor. You will find those in the cracker aisle in your grocery store. And so John Lester is batting. Count on him as 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to drop in. So the pitcher for Washington, John Lester, hits a solid single to center field. He's on first with one out. No venison flavor yet, but that might be a good suggestion. Do they have an Italiano? I don't know yet. I don't think they have one of those. That would also be a good idea. But I bought some Vermont white sharp cheddar to put on top of those Nut Thins. Damn good. And so Robles is up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Let's see if we can coax a double play, maybe. There's a ball. And AMC stock is en fuego right now. And Crusher will have all that for you on his next stream. The week that was in crypto and Wall Street. Here's the 2-1. It's a foul ball, 2-2. We've got 2 minutes left in the first half up in Madison Square Garden, and the Hawks have a 5-point lead. If time permits, we will switch over to that Hawks-Knicks game towards the end of it and bring you the ending of it live right here. Time permitting, that is, unless the Braves have something equally worthy going on in their game. Hopefully, we have a 5-run lead by then, and we can just kind of switch our attention to the Hawks for a couple minutes. Bone Crusher brings up a point. Yes, Spike Lee has been a camera favorite. The camera always finds Spike Lee. And it was no exception when he was in Atlanta watching the Knicks lose, so that's always great. And I'm sure he's courtside at MSG right now. But he's been wearing a mask, so I couldn't really tell it was him. It took me a minute for that to register. Oh, yeah, that's Spike Lee there with the mask on. It's a 3-2 count to Robles. Here's the pitch. That is hit to short. Chance for two. Over to second for one. On to first. Double play. And that will end the inning. Pitcher's best friend. So we head to the bottom of the fourth, and we are locked up in a 1-1 tie. That's in the Braves game. In the Hawks game, we are up 50-45 with 1:18 left in the first half. Stick around. It's a busy night, and we'll be right back to enjoy more of that. All right, we're back. Had to get some more nut thins. We're going to flip it over to the Hawks game quickly at the end of the first half. And little extracurricular activities, apparently. I tuned in right at the buzzer. And so the Hawks have the halftime lead up in New York, 52-47. And a little bit of jawing, maybe a little pushing and shoving. Not sure exactly what I missed there. But we will keep a close eye on this game. And so that one has just hit halftime. So back to the ballpark. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Heredia is leading us off. And there's a 1-1 count on him. Pitches outside. Well, wow. Crusher missed out on a $10K payday. If he had just held on to it, those are tough decisions. And a lot of 20/20 hindsight. But at least you made out, at least you made a profit on that. That is also not to be overlooked. Heredia grounds run to short Throw on to first is in time, and there's the first out. And so the game tomorrow is a 12:20 start. The Braves, believe it or not, have not announced their starter yet, and they do plan on doing that as soon as this game has gone final. We do know that Corbin is taking the hill for the Nationals tomorrow. Again, a businessman special, 12:20 first pitch. And then Friday, the Dodgers come into town for a weekend series, and we've got a 7:20 first pitch on Friday night. And I will I'll do my best to be here for that one. And I'll be wearing red, by the way. And there's out number 2. And so Lester has retired 5 straight. It's going to be Ian Anderson on Friday night taking the mound for Atlanta. On Saturday, we've got Charlie Morton going up against Clayton Kershaw. That's the 7:15 start, and that's the game that Crusher is bringing to you on his channel. And Smiley grounds to short, and that is a really, really fast 1-2-3 inning. And we are done with 4 innings now in Atlanta. We head to the 5th, and the Braves Nationals are tied at 1. We will be right back. are back. And damn it, bad start to the fifth. It's a leadoff double for the Nationals. That was Trey Turner. Took a shot the other way, and he is on second with nobody out. 1-1, top of the fifth. A-Bomb with you on a Wednesday night. Bone Crusher in the dugout. It's 5 minutes till 9, and it is time for your 3-day forecast. Brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And the batter is Josh Harrison for Washington. He looks at a strike. So about that forecast, we are looking for a low tonight of 65 under partly cloudy skies. For your Thursday, partly cloudy, high 84. Mostly sunny Friday and hot with a high of 85. And taking an advanced peek at Saturday, high 87 under mostly sunny skies. Right now in Lawrenceville, it's 71, Sewanee 73, and here in the heart of Gwinnett County off Interstate 85, it is 71 degrees at 8:56. And if you need to know the weather forecast for your area, go ahead and put your zip code in the dugout. Pitch is hit over to Ozzie at second. He goes to third with it, and the runner is tagged out at third. Great play. Bad base running. Trey Turner did not have to go to third on that play, but he decided to and paid the price. And yes, the Hawks have a 5-point lead at halftime. Yeah, I could do that traffic weather overnight shift. You know what? That would be cool, man. We've got there's not much going on traffic-wise at like 3 in the morning. But every once in a while, you might get lucky and get a wreck. A little bit of tap of the brakes on the downtown connector. And Burks is in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Burks. Oh, yeah, man. Don't even talk about Ozuna getting arrested, man. That is a sore topic around here. And that is one less bat in this lineup. And when is Ozuna going to return? Well, we know, first of all, even without any of this legal nonsense, he was going to be out 6 weeks due to a broken hand, right, or finger. But now that he has legal stuff going on, and by the way, it was felony assault, who knows how that's going to be dealt with. So, bottom line on that, I don't think anybody would be surprised if we did not see him at all for the remainder of the 2021 season. So it's 0-2 on Juan Soto. There's a runner on first and one out in the fifth. Smiley deals. Juan Soto hits one deep to center, and that is going to leave the yard. Home run, and that is a 2-run job. The Nationals have a 3-1 lead. Juan Soto, 2-run homer. We did not want that. Juan Soto as you all know, won Rookie of the Year, I want to say 2 years ago. This guy can rake. He's about the same age as Acuna. He was injured for the first few weeks of this year, but now he's got it going again. And unfortunately, he unloaded right there on the Braves. And so that brings up cleanup man, Bell. He's 0 for 1. That home run flew 437 feet. And it's 1-1 on Bell. Oh, yeah, definitely do that, man. Do that, Burks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There is a bouncer foul. Braves have had opportunities in this game to push across more runs, but so far the only run is that Dansby Swanson solo home run in the second inning. One-two pitch. That's in the dirt. Thanks for the audio report. That's good to hear. Two-two pitch. That's another hit. This one is hit the other way. It's a single to right field. We've got a runner on first with one out. And we are going to have a pitching change. Snicker is out to the mound. He is going to make the Bell South mobility call to the bullpen. So we'll step aside for just a moment, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We've got a pitching change, and it's Luke Jackson in. And as it is most of the time when he comes in, there's something going on. So this time we've got a runner on first and one out. And the batter is Gomes. Yeah, we've had a lot of stuff going on in the stands. You're right, Burks. Don't forget about Trey Young getting spit on up in New York by a fan. And then, yeah, that was wacky. And there's a double play induced by Luke Jackson. Nicely done, big fella. So that does it for Washington in the fifth. We head to the bottom of the inning. Time to go to work. It's Washington 3, Atlanta 1.
Can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right.
My baby, she won't let me in. I got a few pennies, I'm gonna buy myself a bottle of gin. Then I call my buddy on the telephone and say, brother, let's go get stoned. Work so hard all day long. Everything I try to do, oh, you know it always turns out wrong. That's why I'm gonna stop by on my way home and say, let's go get stoned. Everybody come on and go with me. Come on and go with me. Let's go get stoned. Let's go get stoned. Ain't no harm in taking a little taste, but don't lose your cool. Start messing up the man's place. Ain't no harm in take a little nipper.
All right, we are back. And that is, in fact, Huey Lewis in the News. Legendary concert. San Francisco, 1989. Live from Slim's. That is not the Huey imposter. Here is the payoff to Acuna. Oh, and he strikes out, and that's how the bottom of the fifth inning starts out for Atlanta. Strikeout, Acuna. And there's first out. And it's the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 for Atlanta. And it's Freddie in the 2-hole. And it's a live recording, so it doesn't pick up any copyright crap. I played that on my stream a couple days ago, and I didn't get dinged for it at all. So Freddie is 1 for 2 tonight. Dogecoin at 41.8 cents. And the pitch to Freddie is right through there. We owe you a scoreboard check. We'll get that for you coming right up. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. So Hawks and Knicks underway in the second half. And the Hawks right now are up by 7. And we are keeping a close eye on that. And we are going to go live over to that Hawks game when we hit about 4 or 5 minutes left in regulation. And yeah, we have talked about the batting order before, and there's a strikeout to Freddie. A lot of people want to see Acuna batting third, perhaps. Not first, because that means in the first inning, he has absolutely no chance to drive in any runners. So a lot of people, including me, want to see Acuna move from the leadoff spot to the 3-hole. And here's the pitch to Ozzie, who currently occupies the 3-hole. But I'd like to see Albies leading off. Freddie in the 2-hole works for me. Acuna batting third. And Austin Riley batting fourth, which he's doing now. Dansby fifth, maybe. Yeah, I think that would work. And ultimately, at some point, I keep thinking that somebody's going to take Acuna out of that leadoff spot. But the last time they tried that, he went in a little bit of a slump. And so they put him right back at the leadoff spot, and he's been there ever since for about a year straight. The Marlins have a 4-2 lead in the 5th inning. That one is against Toronto in Buffalo. And Ozzie skies one to right field. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. In fact, that's 2 innings in a row where they've gone in order. So we head to the 6th inning now. Got to hold them right here. Cannot allow any more runs. It is Washington 3, Atlanta 1, and it's the Hawks 59 and the Knicks 50. We'll be back. are back. It is the top of the 6th inning. Got to hold him right here. It is Washington 3, Atlanta 1. And Schwarber leads off the 6th. And he fouls one away. Time for a scoreboard update brought to you by Nut Thins from Blue Diamond. These things bring the crunch, I'm telling you. It's almost too much crunch. It's loud. And how about this breaking news? Coach K is retiring next season. Mike Krzyzewski has been the Duke coach for what? 30 plus years? 35 years? He's retiring next year. There's a ground ball over to Dansby. Throws on to first, and there's out number 1. We told you Miami is up 4-2 on Toronto. That one's in the 6th inning. Other NL East action, the Mets beat the Diamondbacks 7-6, the final there. And the Phillies and Reds were rained out today. They will make that up as part of a doubleheader. Here's Starlin Castro. He's 1 for 2. There's strike 1. Let's get that comeback, legend. Hawks up 66-54. Castro pops one up. That's an easy out for Dansby. And that's out number 2. We are coming at you live from Gwinnett County on a Wednesday night. I'm A-Bomb. We've got Crusher in the dugout. We've got Walking Legend. Burks has made an appearance. And we welcome all of those who are watching right now to hit us up in the dugout. There's a grounder to Dansby. He throws on to first, and there's a 1-2-3 inning. So let's get those bats going. We have Austin Riley leading off when we come back for the bottom of the 6th inning. And let's check that Hawks score before we take a break. It's Atlanta 66, New York 54. Austin Riley leads us off. And he hits one up the middle, right into the shift, and that is out number 1. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to shut this camera off for a second. I'm going to chow down on a nut thin. I want you to listen to this. I mean, that is some crunch. Wow. And what's going on? Tony Richmond, welcome in. Excuse me while I chow down on some nut thins. And here's the pitch to Dansby Swanson, and that's low. We've got 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Dansby had a solo home run. In fact, that's the only Braves run to this point. This one is hit high and deep to left field. Back to the wall. Back. Oh, and caught right up against the top of the wall. Dansby gave it a ride, but that is out number 2. We are Hawks strong up in this piece. And look at that score. Atlanta up 67-58 with 3:44 left in the 3rd. We will switch and go live over to that game when we get close to the finale of that game, that is. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. We're on the march to 1,000. And here's Adrianza with 2 out and nobody on base. Adrianza's 1 for 2 tonight. He has a single. O2 pitch is in the dirt. We're glad Tony Richmond could make it in tonight. Hopefully he can bring us a little bit of luck. Braves need to get going soon. There's another ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That one is outside. Full count. Red Sox and Astros are tied up at 3. Bottom of the 1st, and the Dodgers already put up 3 runs in the 1st inning. Right now it's Dodgers 3, Cardinals 1 in the 1st inning. Here comes the payoff pitch. And batter steps out. Time is called. The pitch. That is low ball 4. So finally a base runner. That is the first Atlanta base runner since the 3rd inning. And it comes in the form of a 2-out pass. Yankees are up 4-2 on the Rays in the 6th inning. Rangers 1, Rockies nothing in the 3rd. We've got a mound visit going on right now. And either the manager or the pitching coach is out there. And that is going to be the end of the night for John Lester. So we've got 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Nationals are going to make the Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen, and we'll step aside for just a couple moments, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. New pitcher in for Washington, and it is Rainey. And he's up there to face Heredia with 2 outs and a runner on first. I was just watching the Hawks game for a few seconds, and man, we were hitting some deep threes. Trae Young hit one from Schenectady. And now it's 0-2 on Heredia. Well, Tony, we're glad you could stop in for a few minutes. And so the count is 0-2. With 2 outs, the pitch is low. It's 1-2. John Lester did pitch long enough to be eligible for the win in this game. We're hoping that Braves can come back and prevent him from getting that win. But if the score stands, Lester would be the winning pitcher. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So that's how the inning ends. Nothing doing for the Braves in the 6th. We get a walk, but that was it. And the Braves have to continue to hold the Nationals where they are at 3 runs and hope our offense can come back and win this one. We'll be right back for more Braves baseball and Hawks basketball. new pitcher for Atlanta, Edgar Santana. 10 games so far that he's appeared in this year, 8 innings and an ERA of 6.75. And the first pitch is a strike to Robles. Center fielder, according to what I'm looking at, is actually batting ninth tonight. How did I miss that? Is it some wacky situation where the pitcher spot hits eighth? Let me find out. We are in the top of the 7th inning from Atlanta on a Wednesday night. And yes, to answer my own question, the pitcher spot is batting 8th tonight. And they've got Robles, the center fielder, in the 9 hole. We've seen this before. It's kind of this thing they try out every so often, and nobody ever seems to stick with it, and they eventually go back to the way it should be with the pitcher batting 9th. And the pitch is fouled away. It's 2-2 on Robles. We've got some West Coast games that haven't even started yet. We've got some 10-10 starts. We'll get you caught up on all the scores a little bit later on. It's now 3-2 to Robles. And we're through 3 now in New York. And the Hawks are up 74-62. Fourth quarter getting underway from Madison Square shortly. This one is hit deep to center field, but not so deep after all. And it's caught by Heredia for out number 1. We'll take you live to New York as we get closer to the end of that game. Here's Trey Turner. And today is Lou Gehrig's Day all across Big League Baseball. This is the first Lou Gehrig's Day. And there's a swinging bunt, and Trey Turner is thrown out at first. And there's 2 out. Today is the first Lou Gehrig Day across Major League Baseball, and it's used to bring awareness to ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And it is a big fundraiser that baseball is going to be doing every year now in the search for a cure. And that was a nice play from the pitcher fielding that swinging bunt. Santana threw a strike over to Freddie at first. And here's Josh Harrison 0 for 3 tonight. And he swings and misses. We're underway in the fourth quarter from New York. Braves and Nationals 12:20 start tomorrow. This one hits Santana. He goes and picks up the carom and throws out the runner. That ball was smoked, and that was a great play. And that's it for Washington in the 7th. It's time to stretch in Atlanta and get to work. The bats need to go to work, that is, and get us a couple of runs. We'll be right back. And we've got a pinch hitter for Atlanta, Abraham Almonte. Crowd of over 32,000 tonight in Atlanta. And the first pitch is fouled back. We've seen Doge up above 40. That's great. We want to get it up to a buck. We've got a timeout in Atlanta, or check it, a timeout in New York in the Hawks game. This one is sliced over towards left field, and that's going to bounce into the seats for a ground rule double. So that's a good way to start the bottom of the seventh. That is a pinch hit double. That ball just stayed fair, bounced on the warning track and into the side seats. I agree with Tony Richmond. The chances of us seeing Ozuna back on a baseball diamond this season does seem to be a stretch. And here is Panda. We've got two pinch hitters in a row for Atlanta. But you got to figure if Ozuna does make it back to the big leagues after this felony assault situation, that it would probably be with another team. That's just how it goes, right? Normally. And the pitch is foul back. It's 0-2 on Pablo Sandoval. And this guy's already hit, what, 4 pinch hit bombs this year? Let's see if he can do something to drive in this runner on second. And now we've got a Washington player limping around. That's Schwarber. And he's walking off the field, and he will be coming out of this game. Couldn't tell you what happened. You hear that beeper going off in the background. That's my microwave letting me know that the popcorn is done. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. In fact, I think we're going to take a quick timeout, an injury timeout on the field, and we will be right back with you. We're back. And so Pablo Sandoval still batting. Runner on second, nobody out. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. Hawks up by 11 with 8.5 minutes to go in regulation. Yeah, Ozuna did seem like he was breaking out of his slump, right? He had been struggling up until about a couple weeks before all this happened. So that is definitely one less bat in the lineup, and I think we've already seen the result of that. You know, our offense is back to being kind of anemic. Mark Lane is in. Welcome in. Two-two pitch, swung on and foul tipped. Catcher holds on, and that is a strikeout. Out number one in the bottom of the seventh. Sandoval, a victim of a strikeout from Rainey. Now we've got the manager out on the mound. Are we going to have a pitching change, or is this just a pep talk and the opportunity to let the bullpen warm up a little bit? Let's take a quick peek in on that Hawks game. Hawks are up 82-70. The scoreboard you see on your screen is very much up to the second accurate. It's the exact same score that's on the TV. So we'll go back to the Braves right now and then switch back to that Hawks game before that one ends. We'll tune in around that 2-minute mark. But meanwhile, it's Acuna. It's his turn to bat. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's got a runner on second base. Acuna gets set, and he cannot check his swing. That's a strike. Acuna wearing all that yellow gear. He's got yellow gloves, yellow armor on his legs and arms, and yellow shoes. And he swings and misses. And it's quickly 0-2. It's always quickly. If somebody gets an 0-2 count, it's always quickly for some reason. If you've listened and watched a lot of baseball your whole life like I have, I've watched hours and hours and hours of baseball. You hear a lot of repetitive things over and over again. Little sayings and nuances and whatnot from a lifetime of watching baseball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's fouled away. Acuna 0 for 2 tonight. Let's see what he can do in this high leverage situation. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout. He swung and missed. He is 0 for 3 now. And that's 2 out in the bottom of the seventh. Still that runner on second. Can we get him in? And so that brings up Freddie Freeman. He could tie this game with one swing. And here's the pitch. That is high. Ozzy Albies would be next with 2 out. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way and deep. And what's going to happen here? Oh, it just foul. Just foul. He had the distance. But just a little early on that swing. Just a long, noisy strike, and it's 1-1. Hawks are trying to take command of this game. You see the score on the top right. It's 87-71. Hawks with a fat 16-point lead, but it's not over yet. But you got to like the way it's trending. There is just under 7 minutes to go in that one. Pitch to Freddie, caught the corner. It's 1-2. Freddie did not like that call, but if that strike zone graphic thing, laser strike thing is accurate, he probably should have swung at that one. There's a ball. It's 2-2. So 2-2 pitch due to Freddie. That's in the dirt, full count. If Freddie reaches, Ozzy Albies would be next. So what kind of pitch are we going to see here? And it's low ball 4. So runners on first and second. 2 outs for Ozzy Albies. And we're going to have a pitching change. So hang tight with me. And we'll be quickly right back after the Nationals make the call to the bullpen. Here we are. And it is Ozzy Albies with 2 on and 2 out. And he looks at a strike, 0-1. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything we can do to turn it around. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we could juggle the lineup a little bit, change a couple things around. Oh, Ozzy gets a hold of one, and that one is going to split the gap and go up against the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes Freddie, and he scores, and we've got a tie ball game. Ozzy Albies with a 2-run, 2-out, 2-bagger. And it's 3-3. That's what I'm talking about. They brought in this pitcher just to face Ozzy, and he failed. He really ripped that one. And the Hawks, meanwhile, have a 19-point lead with 5.5 minutes. So, Ozzy's now at second base, and the batter is Austin Riley. Pitch to him is low and outside. Austin 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, 2 groundouts. Batting .305 on the season. The pitch to Riley. There's a strike. 1-1. The look in and the 1-1 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. One-two count on Austin Riley. The pitch. Man, there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the Braves in the 7th, but not before we tie it up on a 2-out, 2-run double by Ozzy Albies. We are tied at 3, and we'll be right back, and we're going to go live to Madison Square Garden for the Knicks-Hawks game when we come back. right, we're back, and we are now going to switch our attention to this Hawks game. There is 2.5 minutes left. Hawks up 96-82 on the New York Knicks. We're live in Madison Square Garden. Hawks lead this playoff series 3-1. So we are 2.5 minutes away from advancing to the next round of the playoffs. And Tony Richmond made a funny. That's what she said. Tony said when we were all tied up. And the Hawks have the ball now. And Trae Young dribbles it up the floor. Hawks up by 11. And it looks like the Hawks want to try to milk it a little bit. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and Trae Young drives in and lays it up. And that's good. It's 98-85 Hawks. 1:54 left. Oh, New York for three, but rejected from behind. And that one went out of bounds, and that will belong to the Knicks. Wow, and how about this for a record? Trae Young is the first ever NBA player to come into Madison Square Garden and drop 30 in a series 3 separate times. And Tony Richmond says, here's a clean one. Why did the chicken cross the road? Oh, wow. The Bone Crusher is already announcing his show is going to be adults only. 18 to party, 21 to drink. A minute 39 left in this basketball game. New York at the line, and that free throw goes, and so it's 98-86 with a minute 34. Hawks have the ball. Trae Young milks a few seconds off with some tricky dribbling. 3 seconds to shoot. There's a desperation three, and it's no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Knicks with 1:11. There's a layup attempt, no good, and the Hawks with a rebound. Nothing seems to be going the Knicks' way, and I am fine with that. And let's hope they get Spike Lee's reaction. Trae from way downtown, and it goes. Good grief. That was ridiculous. 101-86. Knicks for three, and that goes. 31 seconds left. Hawks up 101-89. And this is awesome because the Hawks have a big enough lead to where nobody's going to just foul them here. They're just going to let them play. And there is a jump ball situation with 12 seconds left. And so Trae Young, it's actually not a jump ball. It was a foul. Trae Young at the line to shoot two. And what a series for this young man. $36 points tonight for Trae Young. 10 seconds left. New York with the ball. And the Knicks are content to dribble this thing out. And the Hawks win and advance in the playoffs and beat the Knicks 103-89 and take the series 4-1. And the Hawks will face the 76ers in the semifinal round. Way to go, Hawks. So we know who our opponent will be, the 76ers. And we'll bring you details on when the next game is going to be as soon as we find that out. And it might be tomorrow before we know the answer to that. So what a series for the Hawks. Once again, the final from Madison Square Garden, Atlanta 103, New York 89. And now back to Atlanta. And just in time to see Gomes go deep and gone. How about that? That is a solo home run for Washington right when we tune back in. And they have the lead once again. Nationals 4, Braves 3. That was a 2-out solo home run in the top of the 8th for Washington. Damn. Minter is the new Atlanta pitcher, by the way. Giving up that 2-out home run. There's a bunt attempt, but it goes foul. That home run from Gomes, 426 feet. Stevenson is the batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. That is a strike, 0-2. Pitch. This one is popped in the air, shallow left field, and that's caught. And that's out number 3. But the Nationals go right back ahead. This time it is on a Gomes solo home run. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves are down 4-3. Be right back. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Dansby hit a home run earlier, and he's up right now. Hudson is your Washington pitcher. And here is the 1-1 pitch. That is low, 2-1. It's Dansby, Adrianza, and Heredia due up. And the Braves 8th. Let's go ahead and take that lead right back and close it out in the top of the 9th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That caught the corner. It's 2-2. Dodgers up big on the Cardinals. It's 11-1 in the 3rd inning. Oakland and Seattle just underway. Pitch to Dansby is in the dirt, 3-2. Had a couple of postponements. The Phillies and Reds got rained out. The White Sox and Indians got rained out. Baltimore won again. They lost like 14 straight, and now I believe they've won 2 in a row. Yankees are up 4-3 on the Rays in the 8th inning. And the Rockies in interleague play lead the Rangers 2-1 in the 6th. Pitch to Dansby is fouled away. We'll do the 3-2 pitch one more time. Yeah, let's come back and win this thing. Braves won on Monday night. Or wait a second, am I wrong about that? That doesn't sound right. Meanwhile, the 3-2 pitch to Dansby. And, that was a little bit of confusion there, but Dansby was rung up as he was halfway to first. The home plate umpire didn't really call anything, but the first base ump said he did not check his swing, which appears bogus. Bad call. Regardless, Dansby Swanson is the first out. Here's Adrianza, and he looks at a ball. Okay, so the Braves did win Monday, 5-3. Lost yesterday. Wait a second. I'm all messed up, man. Memorial Day, that Monday threw me off. So let me take a good hard look at our schedule. And the pitch to Adrianza, that is a little grounder. Nice play by the shortstop, Trey Turner, and he threw him out at first. 2 outs. That was a nice play. So, yes, here we go. The Braves did, in fact, win Monday, 5-3. We lost yesterday, Tuesday, 11-6. Today is Wednesday. And tomorrow is game 4 of that series. So let's win this game and then turn around and win the series tomorrow. That would be nice. First pitch to Heredia is a strike. Dodgers are in town for the weekend. We'll play 3. 7:20 first pitch on Friday night. And the pitch to Heredia, a little check swing foul. It's 0-2. Tomorrow, a 12:20 first pitch. So any of us who are working from home can probably put the TV on mute, work, and keep up with the game that way. Better than being in the office. And at my job, in case you were wondering, we will be back in the office in August. And there's strike 3 to Heredia. So nothing doing for the Braves in the bottom of the 8th. We head now to the top of the 9th inning. Nationals are up 4-3. We must hold them right here. We're back. Chris Martin is in for Atlanta. Mark Lane says, don't quit your job like the guy in Office Space. Yeah, that guy, he was living it up, wasn't he, after he quit? Mostly sleeping in and enjoying the not working part. I can't afford to quit. And here is Starling Martin. He leads off the top of the ninth by fouling away the first pitch. But yeah, it looks like that I'll be headed back into the office in the month of August. But still allowed to work from home maybe 2 or 3 days per week. I can live with that. So 7, 8, and 9 batters due up for Washington in the top of the ninth. And we need to prevent them from pushing across any insurance run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's right through there. Strike 3 called. Chris Martin is a tall dude. And that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that took care of Starling Castro. Yeah, that's not so bad. You're right. It's definitely improvement over what we had prior to COVID. Working just about every damn day in the office. And first pitch is fouled away by Hernandez. It's 0-1. Who are the Braves sending up in the bottom of the ninth? Let me see if I can figure that out. The pitch. Hit into the shift, and that's quickly 2 outs. Thanks for the 7 likes. Thank you so much. And so let's see who's going to bat for Washington in this situation. Probably a pinch hitter. And it looks like the Braves are sending up the bottom of the order. But if the bottom of the order is coming up, that means it can't be long before Acuna's turn, right? So we might see him. Robles is the batter for Washington. All right, so it's 8, 9, and 1 coming up to bat for Atlanta. The 0-1 pitch. It's a foul ball, 0-2. Hawks won their game and have advanced in the playoffs. And we brought it to you right here on this live stream. The 0-2 pitch. Here it is. That's high. And that's ball 1. 1-2. Hawks winners 103-89 up in New York. And take the series 4-1. And now it's on to play the Sixers in the next round. NBA playoffs are a long, drawn-out deal. It takes about a month or more to get through the entire playoff season. But we can dream. What if the Hawks are in the finals for the first time ever? And a 2-2 pitch due to Robles. That's a foul ball. Braves still have not announced their starter for tomorrow's 12:20 start. We do know Patrick Corbin taking the mound for Washington tomorrow. And a 2-2 pitch due to Robles. Another foul ball. Local temperature has dropped to 70 degrees. It is 10:30 on a Wednesday night. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, man. Hit him in the back. On a 2-2 count. 2 outs. And now Trey Turner is up to bat. We were hoping to see him tomorrow. Got him right on the bicep. Trey Turner is 1 for 4 tonight. That includes a double. He is the shortstop for Washington. And the first pitch to him is a ball. Check that. First pitch is a strike to Trey Turner. Batting .310. And here's the pitch to him. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball, still 0-2. Runner goes. And he steals second without a throw. That's his 5th stolen base. Yeah, let's win that whole thing. You're right. And stick it to him for taking the All-Star game out of Atlanta. I hear you. So we've got a 1-2 pitch due to Trey Turner. And here it comes. Bounced over and up through the middle into center field. There's a base hit. Runner from second scores. They do get the insurance. And it's 5-3 Washington. Just damn, man. So we hit a guy with 2 outs. He steals second and then comes around to score on this single up the middle by Trey Turner. And all this damage happened with 2 outs, by the way. So runner on first, 2 outs. And Josh Harrison is 0 for 4. And Trey Turner takes off. He steals second. This time there was a throw, but it was not close. Trey Turner's got a little speed there for a shortstop. That is Trey Turner's 13th steal. Not too shabby. That's a high number these days. Harrison skies one into left field, and that is going to be out number 3. But the Nationals tack on an insurance run, and they lead 5-3. We got to go get them in the bottom of the 9th, so let's do that. We'll be right back with you after this. Don't move. Huey Lewis and the News. And we are back for the 9th inning. New pitcher for Washington is Brad Hand. And Johan Camargo is going to lead us off. We've got the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for Atlanta. So let's get that comeback started right here. And Camargo looks at a strike. Acuna due up third in the inning. Oh, man, Tony, I hear you on that. 4:45 comes pretty early, doesn't it? Man, I'm not really a morning person. First, the 1-1 pitch to Camargo. Man, that's a strike right through there. He should have swung at that one. It's 1-2 on him. I don't show up to work. I work approximately 10 to 7 every day. And I kind of like it like that. I've never been much of a morning person. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is in the dirt, 2-2. But it's hard to get. It doesn't really matter what time you have to get up. If you have to be at work that day, it's always kind of a drag getting up. Let's face it. But thank God for coffee, right? I've really become a coffee freak here over the last year or so. I drink a lot more coffee than I ever have. And it does help me get through the morning. There's an inside pitch. It's 3-2. I've gotten to where I drink coffee throughout the day. I'll have my first cup when I get up around 8:30 or so. And I'll drink coffee all the way up until about 4 in the afternoon. And then I'll quit. Three-two pitch to Camargo. Here it is. Oh, man. Called strike 3. He thought it was ball 4. He was on his way to first. But you know how that goes. You get rung up if you try to show up the ump. I hear you on that, Tony. I've never had the opportunity for that 3 or 4 day work week where you work like 12 hours a day. I've never really had that opportunity. But that's got to be nice having that 3-day weekend every single weekend. Is it worth those extra hours? You know, who knows? You got to put in your 40 no matter how you slice and dice it, right? Here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, this one is hit hard, but on a line right to the left fielder, 2 outs. That was Contreras hitting it on a line. And I think a lot of us here are definitely into middle age, whether we're in our 40s, whether we're in our 50s or beyond. At some point you start thinking, man, how am I really going to be able to make it to retirement age? And the pitch to Acuna is inside. He is the last hope for the Braves. 2 outs, nobody on. Acuna is the batter, and the Braves are down by 2. But I'm thinking, like, I've got, I don't know, 20 more years before I can retire. And, you know, that's going to be a challenge. But do I have a choice? No. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Acuna. And here it is, finally. It's a ball. Ball 3. So if Acuna gets on, that brings up Freddie, who would represent the tying run. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. I value my sleep. .30 pitch. Oh, man, that was ball 4, but the ump called it a strike. Acuna, it's like, WTF. All right, let's see what kind of pitch we see on 3-1. Here we go. Bouncer to third. There's the throw to first, and that is your ball game. The Braves lose 2 in a row to Washington. Tonight, the final score is 5-3. So thanks so much for everybody being with us. It was a lot of fun. Tony Richmond, Mark Lane, Bone Crusher, appreciate all you guys hanging out. We had fun. At least the Hawks won, and we've got a little bit of excitement there. And we'll see how they match up against the 76ers when round 2 of the playoffs gets underway. So the Hawks winners tonight, and they advance to the next round of the playoffs. The New York Knicks season is over, and the final score from Madison Square Garden in New York, Hawks 103, Knicks 89. And from Atlanta, it was the Washington Nationals 5 and the Braves 3. And so tomorrow is a businessman special. It's a 12:20 start. I'll be working for a living right in the middle of all that, so won't be able to go live tomorrow. But hopefully we'll see you Friday night back here against the Dodgers. Hit that notification bell and you'll know when I go live next. So good night, everybody, from Gwinnett County. This is A-Bomb signing off. We'll see you next time right here on Facebook. Check it. YouTube Live. See you next time.